Introduction of mixing plant display panel. Here you can switch the page language status. Now in English. This is the start batching. Click it to start running. This is the exit batching. You can click out of dosing if you don't need it anymore. The following is a continuous batching. After clicking on start batching, in popping appears below. If you click on exit batching, below that is closed. Click on continuous batching and batching once will appear. When we don't need continuous dosing. Ready to use single dosing. This is the capacity of blender. This side can be cleared. This is a slurry storage barrel. It can also be cleared. If there is residue inside, the weight of the residue can be zeroed out. After zeroing, how much material down above is how much weight. This is the switch to add water. Click to open. This is the switch of the disc valve. We generally do not use. One click, butterfly valve opens. Click again to close the butterfly valve. This is the switch of no E-screw conveyor. Choose to use as needed. Click, number 1 screw conveyor work. Click again to close. Number 2 and number 1 are the same method for switching operation. Click that number 2 strand starts to supply cement slurry. If both are open at the same time, number 1 and number 2 screw conveyor at the same time on the cement slurry. These two here are the platforms. We generally do not use. Let's look at the next interface. Click on the menu. This is the operator settings. This is the recipe settings. This is the factory settings. This is historical data. Use when you need to export data. Let's start with operator settings. You can set the data according to your needs. For example, water weight of cement slurry is set to 800. The cement weight is also set to 800. The mixing timing time is set to 15 seconds. All these are set up according to your needs. After this interface is set up, let's look at the next page. The next page is operator setting 2. This is the overweight alarm value of mixing drum. This is the overweight alarm value of slurry storage drum. This is the slurry storage tank control set point. You can set how much to discharge at once from the slurry storage tank here. You can click in to set the value. For example, 800 kilograms. This is the cumulative weight of cement. How much is used is automatically displayed here. Here is the clearing of accumulated cement weight. Once cleared, you can re-record. Let's introduce the recipe settings. We can set the water to ash ratio here. The above is the weight of water. The following is the cement weight. For example, we set 1:1. Click on recipe 0 after setting. If other ratios are needed. For example, we set it 3:2. Click on recipe 1 after setting. If our ratio needs to be set to 3. Click on recipe 2 after setting. For example, we are now choosing recipe 2. Return to the previous screen. You can see that this side has shown recipe 2, that is 800 to 1200. If we select recipe 0 now, return to see this side is recipe 0, that is 1000 to 1000. We must choose a good value before construction. This is the factory settings. We do not need to operate. These are operated by the factory. It's all set in advance by the factory. This is historical data. Click in for a table. Form data can be printed if needed. This site has serial number, date, time, water, cement. Select the date of the data to be printed. Let's say it's January 14, 2023. Click on it to confirm that it will be displayed. When it is displayed, click Turn on Printing. When you have finished printing, click on Close Printing. A sheet of paper will automatically come out after printing. This concludes the introduction of our display panels.